attended the System Leadership Development Program. And a new chancellor at the time spoke to our cohort, sharing her top 10 leadership lessons. One of those lessons really resonated with me, and I actually have this quote in my office. She elaborated on the lesson, talking about the importance of teams, sharing a quote from Susan Hunter, who at the time was the University of Maine president. The quote was, "Get the right people on the bus." So Chancellor Sobolik, if you didn't figure that out, she was who shared this quote at that time. I was very, very excited at this particular meeting because we had a new chancellor. There was all, I was kind of venturing into a new area into leadership for myself. And ironically enough, Falia was part of that same cohort. So Chancellor Sobolik went on at the time to share her own thoughts on this quote. She described how the process of acknowledging and encouraging individual team members' strengths and individual roles is the responsibility of a leader to ensure that I think you were talking about boats at the time? She says that the trip is successful. So like the bus is running, the boat's moving forward. In front of you today, thanking you for this recognition of trailblazing. I can't do that without acknowledging the teams who made it possible. So I'm gonna share about my teams, my boat. So team one is my family. So raise. About 22 years ago, my husband decided to take on a non-traditional role as a stay-at-home father to support my career goal of obtaining a doctorate and becoming a professor. Since then, he and my two children, Paisley and Otis, who's there, have helped me trailblaze in so many ways. Couldn't do it without them. Okay, it's team two, my College of Education and UMSL family. So COE folks, come on. This team, this group of people, and those of you at UMSL who I've had the privilege of working on committees with, or just being passionate about whatever we're having that conversation around. I started at UMSL in 2010, and since then I've heard the word yes in response to a critical question I have asked more times than I can count. So an example, can we design unified teacher education programs that require our teacher candidates learn how to support all students, including those with disabilities? Yes. What do you need? Can we start a program at the university that includes individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities? Yes. We'll help champion for you. These are just a few examples. I really honestly have not heard the word no the majority of my time here. And these are big deals. I have colleagues all over the nation that don't hear that word around these types of things. The teams of people that I have worked with are incredible humans. And I thank them for being on my bus or boat or team and always willing to trailblaze with me. Okay, so team three, my UMSL Succeed family. So come on. This is now quite the crew of over 25 people, including faculty and staff. The trailblazing that this team does is on another level. I'm putting them at a different place because everything that was discussed so far around that building a path, like this team does it. This team took the time to nominate me, I'm pretty sure, yes. And while they are busy teaching classes, conducting research in their own programs here at UMSL, that they're obtaining degrees, writing grants, coordinating events that I'm making them coordinate, supporting students directly on the ground, and serving as champions for inclusive higher education across the nation. This team works hard and supports one another, and the bus is moving at a really steady pace. And I would argue we have the most fun team at UMSL. This team knows how to have fun while doing all of that work. So lastly, I just want to share a quote from the ultimate trailblazer, in my opinion, right now. A woman who I've admired for years and fortunately had the chance to meet prior to her passing on March 4th, 2023. Many of you may not know her, so I want to take the opportunity just to introduce so you have her name and you can look up great videos and lots of stuff online. Judith Ellen Hume. Here's one of my favorite team quotes from Judy. Change never happens at the pace we think it should. It happens over years of people joining together, strategizing, and pulling all the levers they possibly can. Gradually, excruciatingly slowly, things start to happen. And then suddenly, seemingly out of the blue, something will tip. So thanks for the reminder, Judy, and thanks to the amazing teams I get the privilege of living and